Hello everybody, welcome to my second video analyzing the ARG You Hit Metal 17 times every day. This will be looking at days 66 through 75. Before we start this off, I just want to say thank you for the support on the last video. It means a lot to see the support for that video, and also it's cool to see other people enjoying this, whether they had known about it previously or whether you had just found out about it or found out about this ARG through my video or the related short. It's cool to see people come together and enjoy something and make jokes about it. It's fun to see. Additionally, I'm going to link the Instagram channel that hosts this content, which I don't know why I didn't do on the last one, because I don't make this. The actual fun part of this content isn't actually mine, so it's only fair to link to that. But yeah, if these couple days we have a lot of information that leads to some exciting developments of where the story's going. We find out a lot of new things regarding ideas that were set up in the previous video. Also, if you haven't seen the previous video, go watch that. It'll give you some context. Additionally, if you haven't actually seen this ARG, go watch that through the link that I will definitely 100% put in the description. So yeah, once again, thank you for watching, and let's get into it.
That woman was lying to you. No, I have to overstim. I will hit metal like never hit before. Let's be sensible about it. Hit it, Glee Girl? No, stop that. Mikaeli, put down that hammer. Let's do this. Mikaeli, if you don't put that hammer down right now, I will reset you, and you won't remember anything from your time in here. Mikaeli, reset the player. Great, so slow. Mikaeli, I will give you 5 pictures of Monica if you stop hitting metal, and I won't even arrest you. Shit, there is Sam. Oh, Mikaeli, relax. Imagine you're on the beach with a pina colada and a small dog lick your toe. Mikaeli. Mikaeli, you only have... Please. Come on, reset. Reset. The real world is not what you think. Mikaeli. Mikaeli.
Day 66 starts with Mikaeli attempting to overstim out of the game scenario. He does this by hitting the metal over and over again, while our favorite song, Fair Enough, plays in the background. Thankfully, once again, we are blessed with this amazing piece of music. Hopefully, he gets a Grammy next year. As Mikaeli does this, the host is trying to stop Mikaeli from overstimming. He does this via computer protocol, while also trying to entice Mikaeli with 5 pictures of motorcars, while also not being arrested for owning property. This continues. The host tells Mikaeli that the real world is not what you think. Eventually, the overstim protocol is initiated and the game is stopped, and Michael wakes up in a room to the voice of a woman saying, "Hello, Michael." Now, running back through this video is take it at face value, right? Some of the insights we get to this while the overstim is occurring, we get some flashes to certain individuals. First one, I would say, is just a random man who is part of the game show. He doesn't really seem to matter at all. We also see a second image of a man in a red shirt. This one seems a little bit different, even though we don't really have an importance to this, because it doesn't look like he's in the game show, and the way he looks at the camera, I don't know, it just gives me a different vibe, but like I can't put anything on it. Like I don't have anything for you. That's a little tough. And then the third one is the older version of Mikaeli that you will probably remember from like day 37, almost a month ago. We see him and he kind of looks happy and he's smiling. He also looks like a Sith Lord for some reason. Just felt the need to put that in there. Michael also wakes up to a woman. I feel dumb because like I can't 100% place who this is. I almost want to say Gia because it was expected that he would wake up. I don't think it's Sam, because why would Sam be there for when Michael wakes up and is trying to break out of the scenario? Probably not aware that that's happening, so I kind of want to say it's Gia. But yeah, day 66 leaves us with Michael waking up from this scenario finally. We'll get some more insights going forward in day 69. Nice. And I'll talk to you guys after we roll day 69.
Veil boss Michael Lee has awoken from his coma after more than 2 months. But before celebrations could start, another high-level employee, Samantha Penford, had disappeared.
I feel like I've emerged from some sort of dream.
Some people say they heard Samantha screaming on the night that you woke up. There was a confrontation.
There's a lot of crazy theories, speculation, amateur sleuths, I don't know, but anyone who is trying to investigate this, be sure that you will be kept in the loop.
No. No, no, no.
Day 69 opens up as part of Sam's case file for her disappearance. Michael wakes up after being in a coma for 2 months. This finally gives us some sort of timeline for a series of events here, and is seen given an interview with a news person. The news person asks about him waking up in some sort of confrontation that happens with Sam. Michael goes into it kind of being very vague and dissuading things, but he drops a really interesting line that we'll get to in a second, and the line is a total banger. Anyways, that interview ends, and we see Sam in the bed. We can tell because the overlay of the AARU says goodnight, Sam, and she is put to sleep by presumably Michael, and he says, I am happy, which kind of tells us that Michael is aware of the events that happened inside the game, the simulation, because he would always say, I am happy, I am not happy, and that line kind of calls back to him being in there. Anyways, the line that Michael drops that is an absolute fucking banger is, anyone who tries to investigate this, you will be kept in the loop, which on the surface is kind of the idea of hey, if I discover anything, I'll let you know, right? But to me, this reads so much deeper because the loop could be seen as the time loop for the game, right? So it comes off as, oh, hey, we'll let you know if anything develops, but it also comes off as a threat. So anyone investigating this or trying to look further into this might get trapped in this game or simulation, and it kind of changes my opinion of Michael. It makes him seem a little bit more nefarious, and I can't tell if I'm reading into it too much, but that line is an absolute banger. Anyways, we leave off with Sam going into the simulation and being put under, and Day 72 is gonna kind of pick up where we left off of that.
I miss Mikaeli sometimes, don't you? Great. No, please, no. What in the dread is that? End game. Exit game. Overstep. Plant admin Samantha. Samantha? That is you? Michael put me in here, and I think he might have made me ugly. So you're stuck in here with me? How the tables rotate. Now you are in this hell, and I have more admin privilege than you, Sam. Shut it, Sasha. Think about it. Now I'm in here, neither of us can leave. Wait, shit. You're right. Does that mean for the rest of our lives we're going to be stuck in... No, there's got to be a way out. We must... Wait. What? There is something we can try. Something Michael doesn't know about.
Day 72 starts off for a host talking to a generated character within the simulation. This kind of tells that anything made by this simulation doesn't really have the intelligence to interact with people. But he ends up getting cut off about how he misses Mikaeli so much, and a giant monster joins in and immediately tries to end and leave the game. We see errors or messages on screen saying that this overstim error was fixed, and nice try, bitch. Most likely these are messages from Michael. Something that's also fun to note is that the version of the game is 17.44. I just think 17 is a nice callback to when this was simply just a man hitting a piece of metal, and now look how far we've come. It's been a hell of a journey so far. Anyways, we find out that this green monster is Sam, and Sam is trying to grant herself admin privileges, but is unable to do so. Clearly, whatever rights Sam has had have been removed, and we end up learning that this host has more privileges than Sam, but is also still stuck inside this game and can't leave. We finally, after 72 days, learn that the host is named Sasha, and that both Sasha and Sam are trapped in a simulation. With the overstim error being fixed, it seems rather hopeless that they will be able to escape. However, this green monster that is Sam comes up with an idea that she believes will work and get them out of the simulation. We don't know what this idea is. I'm going to imagine in some way that some technical way that I don't really think we will be able to guess or speculate on. If you don't remember, Sam is the system architect, and being the system architect, you realistically know everything that system is capable of and how it runs, in the ins and outs, right? You're basically the SME, which is a subject matter expert of that thing. So if anyone knows how to get out, it's going to be Sam, and we just have to find out what her plan is and what that is. But now we move on to the final day of this video, which is day 75.
Mikaeli?
Hello, Michael. How are you feeling?
Linda, I am feeling like I'm going to punch a wall.
Lovely. And how can I help with that?
Can you tell me why the contents of Vault 3 is missing?
So, Vault 3 was opened on January 20th.
How can...
Oh, and then 2 days later, it was opened again from the inside. It's a bit weird.
The source is gone.
Oh no, that's a shame.
Without the source, this company is nothing.
Well, that's not true, Michael. You can still make those mouse mats.
Linda, find the fucking source.
Okay, yeah, I'll get on that today, Michael. Is there anything else I can help you with? Cock.
The final day we're going to look at is day 75. We open up with another case report regarding Sam's death. Just as a side note, I don't think she faked her death anymore. I'm kind of realizing with the fact that we have a timeline now that we're seeing all these different clips are taking place at different times, and we're not necessarily seeing everything in the order where things actually happen. We're just getting bits and pieces juggled around. So I don't think she faked her death. I think she's dead, and this is just how we see it. We cut to Michael and a new person who we will learn is named Linda having a conversation on the phone. Michael is very distressed about the fact that Vault 3 was opened. We learned that it was open on January 20th. Sam was trying to get this code from Michael, and it was opened again 2 days later on January 22nd. As of note, it was open from the inside. The contents of the vault we learned is called the Source. I doubt it's a bunch of redhead people getting salt. If you've played Triangle Strategy, you'll understand that reference. I doubt it's that. A couple of things it could be is it could literally just be the source code of the game, of the simulation. Literally the source code. Pretty one-to-one right there. It could also be some sort of just technology that makes this thing function that's being kept secret from the world. Maybe it's something that's not very nice to see from a public perspective. It could additionally be the experiments that we heard way back on the news when we first got introduced to Michael Lee. And there's another aspect of this where it could maybe be something like mystical or like ethereal, like we're getting into like spooky stuff at this point. I kind of doubt that because everything's been pretty well grounded. I guess you can't really count it out. Linda's then tasked with trying to find the source. She's not very enthusiastic about this. It kind of seems like she doesn't really care about her job. We also, from this conversation, I think we're very much getting to the fact that Michael is a bad guy. He's not a good guy. He was the first person we were introduced to as Mikaeli, and we all kind of fell in love with this man who hits metal and can sing and has the voice of God. But I think we're pretty much like there where we know he's not a good person. He's our protagonist in the sense that this is the character that we follow, but that doesn't necessarily make him a good guy. And I don't really know if there is a good guy in this story or even at this point in the story. It's kind of difficult to tell what people's motivations are. Anyways, we're going to move into just some more speculation and just the questions we have. Some questions that we have is, effectively, what is Michael hiding? What is the source? What is this thing that needs to be protected and locked in a vault? Additionally, kind of looping back to, we don't know who the good guys and bad guys are. What is Sam's and Sasha's motivation? Something I didn't mention before is that the names of the names of Sasha and Linda are two names that don't appear before. I went back and I checked the entire legal team and they don't appear before, so with these introductions they're effectively new characters. So we don't really know anything about them. Linda might not be relevant, but especially with Sasha, we don't know what their relation is to anyone. We know Sam is a system architect, but we don't know how these two people are related to each other in terms of their roles in the company. How are they going to escape? What information does Sam have that will allow them to escape out of the game? And additionally, someone we didn't hear from at all from these videos is Gia. We don't know what she's been up to. We can obviously assume that she got Michael out of the game. We haven't heard anything from her or about her in these past few days, right? Is she still looking into this? Did she meet some fate? She's kind of in a mystery character at this point, or at least her status is. She's in limbo. To me, if I had to say that anyone is a good or bad guy, I'd probably say that Gia would be the closest thing we have to a good guy, just because it seems like she's pretty disconnected from everything, so she's maybe not good, but at least the most neutral character we have. That's kind of it. Let me know what you guys think. Once again, I'm excited to see what you guys have to say, and obviously, of course, please go check out the original content and videos. Those will once again be, the Instagram page will be linked in the description. And once again, just thanks for watching. Have a good one.